Very good morning, students. Today we are going to see first lesson of civics, that is the Indian Constitution. What is the first lesson name? The Indian Constitution. So you can see here the Constitution book. It is given the front page, and it is not clear, that I am sure. Then we'll go through the lesson. Why does a country need a constitution? So before understanding what is Indian Constitution, we want to understand what is the need of the Constitution. Then next topic, it is Indian Constitution key features. We studied in 6th standard the key features of democracy. Like that, we want to study key features of Indian Constitution. And who is the architect of a constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. That already we studied. And the details you can see. The main features of the Indian Constitution. First one, it is federalism. Second point, it is parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary form of government. We are having different tiers, central government, state government, like that, different tiers. In that, local government we studied in 6th standard, and 7th standard we studied about state government. Then next comes the separation of power. We are having, according to constitution, we are having three major organs: executive, legislature, and judiciary, and each and every organ having its own separate power, and it is all three standing as the checkpoint of each other. So before starting the lesson, we will watch a small video clipping about the Indian Constitution and features of Indian Constitution. What we are going to watch? We are going to watch Indian Constitution and its features. What all things are there? How many parts are there? How many articles are there? Like that general thing what we are going to see. This Constitution lesson will continue, and details up to the end of the lesson it will come. We will study about fundamental rights, like that, many things. Before that, we are going to see a small documentary about Indian Constitution. According to the length of the Constitution, we can see Indian Constitution is the largest Constitution, and in that 448 articles we are having, and 12 schedules, and it took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to write it all. Then we started enforce the law, or legally enforced, on 26th January 1950. Both begin with "we the people." Our Indian Constitution, our preamble of the Constitution, it is starting with "we the people." Even if we are looking to American Constitution also, that start with "we the people," like that. Then Constituent Assembly members, they are submitting the draft of the Constitution. We can see Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is sitting here. I think you understood. This is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So rest of the things we will watch later. It is 10 minutes video, 6 to 7 minutes video that I will send later, and you can watch it. And before today's class, I have sent the link of one movie. In that we are trying to enact the Constitution and how it formed and all, and how Dr. B.R. Ambedkar went outside and learned, and how he is taking the trouble to understand about Indian situations and Constitution, like that. So we'll go to our lesson back. It is the longest constitution in the world. Then fundamental rights, we are having fundamental rights. Which rights nobody can't deny from us? First one, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, right to culture and education, right to constitutional remedies. And each page of Indian constitution it decorated uniquely with different stories from Mahabharata, Ramayana, like that related to our epics and many things we inculcated in our constitution itself. We will start with the teacher's note. Why it is only meant for teacher or student, let us see. Indian constitution has been regularly referred to in the previous two social and political life textbook. In which classes? 6th standard and 7th standard. Unlike the previous two books, where little space was devoted to discussing constitution itself, in this year the chapters in the unit 1 take the constitution as its main focus. Means we are coming in history book also we can see purely we are thinking about the history where we become colonized from colonization to present today, the modern history. With that we can see the development of constitution also in the same time. So in the first two chapters we are going to think about Indian constitution and different parts of Indian constitution. Chapter 1 begins with a discussion of the principles that underline a liberal constitution. How we can understand constitution is good or bad, or it is liberal or like that things we will discuss in the first part. 3 short storyboard have been used to familiarize the students with the ideas that are being discussed. Then we can see in a next page the discussion on the Indian constitution is situated with the historical context. Then chapter 2 we are discussing about secularism. That is another one feature of Indian constitution. Main feature means having the tolerance between different religion. There is no particular official religion. There is no state religion for India, but all the religion having its own freedom like that. These two chapters, first about the basic principles of Indian constitution. In that one of the principle we are going to see details in chapter 2. Then these are the two main reasons why the separation between religion and state, like that why it is, and these topics again it will be there in 10th standard directly as well as indirectly we want to study. Then we are moving to the chapter introduction, the Indian constitution. This chapter we are going to begin with a football, a game many of you have probably heard of or even played. As the game suggested, this is a game that involves the player's feet. In football, we like basketball, football and all, and it is a group game. Each and every game having its own rules and regulations. Its own rules and regulations. In classroom, we are having some rules and regulations. At home, we are having some rules and regulations. Each and every game, if it is chess game, or if it is what we can say, football or cricket, in every game we can see some of the rules and regulations. So the game it involves football, it involves the player's feet. According to the rule of the football, if the ball touches the arm of any player except the goalkeeper, then this is considered a foul. Even though only goalkeeper can touch the ball with the hand, other any player if they touch with their hand, then it is a foul. So each and every game having its own rules and regulation. In football, nobody should not touch with the hand. That is the one of the rule. Then, so if the players start holding the football in their hand and passing it around, then they are not playing football anymore. Similarly, other games such as hockey or cricket also have rules according to that particular game. So today's one of the activity, find out the history of any one of the game like a chess or hockey or cricket. Okay, better we will take chess. That is the small game as well as we all are enjoying, and find out the history and find out the rules and regulations, and you can present in the form of PPT. You can present in the form of PPT what the rules, history as well as rules and regulations of chess. Okay, I think two students can do. John and who will do? Nabavish can present that one PPT separately. Both students can do it separately. And from girls' side, you can think about which game you want. Okay, basketball game. So Nikita and S. Ridhanya can present the same way history as well as rules regulations related to which one this basketball you can present. So according to the each and every lesson, all will get like this different chances. So how you want to present? In the form of PPT. Okay, so then at the end of the paragraph we can see a society also have a constitute rules that makes it what it is and it differentiate it from other kinds of the society. Each and every games having its own rules and regulations. So from that itself we can understand this particular rules related to kabaddi, or this one particularly related to football. This is particularly related to cricket. In cricket also many types of games are there. One day matches are there, then 2020s are there, then series of matches are there. Like that many things are there, and each and every games having its own rules and regulations. Like that every community, every society also having some of the rules and regulations. It may be written rules and regulations or orally passing rules and regulations. Then because of that particular rules, each and every society we can see it is different from other one. If you are thinking about Indian situation, caste system, it is there, but not that much prominent what we are seeing according to history and all. But how we can understand from their food system, style, prayer style, from all these things. Anywhere it is written? No, but we are following in that particular way. Then in large societies in which different communities of the people live together, these rules are formulated through consensus, and in modern countries, in the consensus is usually available in written form. In olden days it was maximum, it was orally passing. Nowadays we can see all the rules and regulations, it is in the form of written, and a written document in which we find such rules is called constitution. About a particular country or state, what they are written and kept about the basic things, that altogether what we will call it constitution. So this is the introduction to the lesson. So we are moving to the next part of the lesson. Why does a country need a constitution? Okay, today most countries in the world have constitution. And if you are looking to about England or China or Nepal, any countries, they are having their own constitution, but it is varies from each other. While all democratic countries are likely to have constitution, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. Every democratic country should have a constitution, but the countries which all are having constitution, it is not compulsory to be a democratic country. Communist country like China also having constitution, and what we can say monarchies or the kings are ruling, like that countries also having constitution. It is not compulsory like that which all countries having constitution it should be a democratic country. But if a country wants become a democratic country, compulsory they should make a constitution for them. Okay, the constitution serves several purposes. Some of the purpose or aim of the constitution, like that we can say. First one, it lays out certain ideals that form the basics of the kind of country that we as citizen aspire to live in. First point like that, what type country we want to live, that deciding by our constitution. Or put another way, constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. So our society, it is, in the constitution very clearly it will say about it should be a democratic country, or it should be a communist country, or it should be a what we can say religious country. That things who will decide? Constitution will decide. Who is making this constitution? We ourselves. If it is democratic country, all the people together we are making the constitution. So what type country we need, that we very clearly we will write in our constitution. Then some more explanation. A country is usually made up of different communities of people who share certain benefits but may not necessarily agree on all issues. So each and every country having different kinds of societies, communities. For example, in India we are having different religious communities. Example, Hinduism, Muslim and Christianity, Jain, Sikh, like that many religions we can see. And if you are going to Sri Lanka also we can see Buddhist. Many number of people, they are Buddhist, then Christianity is there, Muslim religions are there. And if you are moving to okay, think about India, how many languages we are having? We are having many languages, more than thousands of languages we are having. And at the same time, if you are going to Sri Lanka, we are having two major languages. One is Sinhala and another one Tamil. Like that, many countries, if you are going to some other country, we can see in Pakistan we are having different religion, even though its official religion is Islamic religion or Muslim, but we can see Christianity as well as Hinduism, like that. So many types of communities inside in one country we can see many communities. It is maybe in the name of culture or tradition or language or religion, it may be different. So then if it is like that, differences are there, then we want to make the community to live peacefully, harmoniously in the society. Then next one, a constitution serves a set of rules and principles that all person in a country can agree upon as the base of the way in which they want the country to be governed. Even though we are having hundreds of different communities, altogether we are making the law in which way we want to be governed by our own government. This includes not only the types of government but also an agreement on the certain ideals, and they are all believe in the country should uphold. So in the constitution very clearly we will say it should be communist country or socialist country or democratic country, not only that one, and which all values or which all principles we want to hold as a country, that also who will say, our constitution will say to us. Then second one, okay, today we'll stop here because already you want to watch your classes of history, that lesson, and this is the second video we are starting. And but I don't want to stop here. What I should do? Okay, I will stop. So Satmika and Samyukta can prepare a PPT on the important points of the lesson. Second lesson, this civics. First lesson, you can prepare the major points of the lesson. I will share the link of the lesson and go through the lesson and prepare a PPT about the major points of the lesson. And from boys side, Nandan and who will Akshay Pirugan can present a PPT about the lesson. So from girls, Satmika and Samyukta can present, and from boys side, Akshay Pirugan and Nandan can present. Then already I said about the find out the history and the rules and regulations of chess game by John and Nabavish, and about cricket by Nigida and who yes, Ridanya. So total we will get 4 different PPTs. Individual student want to prepare, not group. Individual student can present and send to me. Okay, by this we are stopping here. Okay, we will continue rest of the lesson next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.